Good morning, everyone. Let's one more time. Good morning, everyone. Excellent. So I'm delighted to welcome all of you to this conference of Annual Conference 2017. Before we kick off the conference, I'd like to share with you a personal story that I went through this past weekend. My son, our only son, had turned 18 earlier this year, and he got accepted into Santa Clara University. And this past Friday, my wife and my son flew to West Coast because his college started yesterday. As a family, we decided I should stay back. As I was reflecting on the choices that I had and the decision that we took as a family, there was one thing that was pulling me to stay here. And that pull was the pull from the team of volunteers, all of these 9 volunteers who worked relentlessly for the last 9 months in putting this conference together. This pull was also of my fellow board members who have helped us through every single step of the way in planning this conference. So because of this pull, I could not let the team down at the last minute. If you think of this pull, I will call it as a supporting, nurturing, engaging environment that they built around me for me to make this decision. This pull, come to think of it, is a synonym of culture of health. Imagine if you have the same pull at your own workplaces. Imagine if I'm a smoker and I feel like taking just one puff right now, and if this pull can take the cigarette away from me, that's what the culture of health is. If this pull can help me and our co-workers make the right choices about health when presented with tough situations, that's what we are calling as culture of health. So if you look at the academic literature, there are many things that are required for building a culture of health, many things. But I personally believe there is one element which is very, very important for building a culture of health, and that is what is the vision you want to have for your wellness program? Where are you heading towards? What is your future state scenario? I call it as painting the future. I believe painting the future is critical for having a successful culture of health at your own workplace. And this painting of future, it need not be yours. You can be influenced by somebody else. So I will take this few minutes to share with you my painting of future, what I dreamt of, what I still dream of every single day. And as I'm sharing my story, I encourage you, if you feel like it, take it. If you don't like it, ignore it. If you want to take it and modify it, feel free to do so. You may already have a story of your own. Feel free to take mine and adapt it if you would like to. But take any story that you can connect with. Take the story, talk about the story to your coworkers, to your executive team, revise it, renew it, revive it. Just make sure you have a story that you can immerse yourself in fully. So my story is set around 7 to 8 years in future. So imagine, today is 23rd September 2025. Imagine, that's where my story starts from. Are you with me? All right. So before I wake up in the morning, I get a nice, sweet sound. Good morning, Niraj. It's a beautiful day to be outside. I'm woken up by a sweet voice of Sam. Sam happens to be my virtual health coach. Sam was given to me by my employer or my health plan, and it is completely personalized based on my preferences, based on my personality, based on my medical conditions, based on my behaviors. You can imagine Sam like a cross between a registered dietitian, a personal trainer, and a psychologist in one. So I get up, get myself weighed, because I'm still overweight, take my shower, and run quickly to the kitchen because I want to eat my breakfast. As I open the refrigerator, I am tempted to pick bacon and yogurt. And the refrigerator happens to be a smart refrigerator. And suddenly, a message flashes on the refrigerator screen with a picture of my son, the same son who went to college yesterday. My son is getting married, and his wedding is only 140 days away, and I have to lose 10 pounds for his wedding. We all have been there more than once. I have been there many times. So my refrigerator and Sam prompts me, hey, Niraj, given your goals, you might want to ignore bacon because bacon has got added sugar. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. So what should I eat instead? Try a cup of milk and a bowl of fresh fruits. It might help you get to your goal in 140 days. Okay, I like that. I change based on the recommendations and I eat my breakfast. I'm sitting on my dining table while eating my breakfast, and I open up my iPad to look at the tweets from last night, whatever happened in the political world. And as I open my iPad, a splash screen comes up. And the splash screen is showing me my biometrics, my weight that I did in my bathroom. And at the same time, it is showing me my activity, my medication history, and it is also giving me a reason, hey, Niraj, if you meet your goal of losing 10 pounds in the next 140 days, you can get 20% premium on your health plan. And I think my health plan sitting here, they can hear this as well. So that message is very personalized. As I'm eating my breakfast, Sam's voice pops up again. Hey, Niraj, you need to get back on track. For the last few weeks, you have not been meeting your activity goal. In the last month or last week, you have got a sleep deficit of 3 hours. So you need to focus on your sleep as well. And the last few weeks, your grocery shopping has not been healthy either. And guess what? But one thing you're doing good, you're taking your cholesterol medication on time. So keep up the good work on that. So that message to me, right early in the morning, is very powerful. It sets the stage for me where I am. It sets the stage for me where I want to go, and also educates me how can I get there. So Sam tells me, just walk additional 2,000 steps a day, and for the next 3 to 4 weeks of time, just make sure your grocery shopping is scoring at least 60. So that sets my day, and I sit in my car, and I'm driving on Mass Pike. I work in Newton, so I have to take exit 17, so it's a long way on Mass Pike. So imagine, just before I am getting off my exit, my car beeps. Hey, Niraj, if you park your car around a block away from your office, you can walk additional 2,000 steps and still be on time for your meeting. Not a bad idea. It's okay, I follow the advice. I park my car a block away, and by the time I reach my meeting, I'm happy. I made my additional 2,000 steps. And we all know how workday goes. We are in back-to-back meetings. I'm sure all of you are. So I'm sitting in back-to-back boring meetings. I'm yawning in some of the meetings. And around noontime, my smartwatch buzzes. Hey, you've been sitting for too long. Time to get up. Take a walk. And guess what? Your favorite restaurant down the block has got your favorite dish on sale, and that dish scores over 60 in line with your nutrition goals. Wow, what am I waiting for? Shut down my laptop, I don't care anymore, run to the restaurant to have my lunch. When I'm enjoying my lunch, I'm enjoying it guilt-free because I'm tasting it, I'm loving the taste of it. At the same time, it is nutritious because Sam told me it is within my goals. As I come back to office, I'm about to press the button of the elevator to go on the 4th floor. Who comes back again? Sam. Sam comes back again. Hey, Niraj, how about if you take a flight of stairs? You might burn extra calories you had from the cookie. Shit. So I go back up to my office, and around 3 o'clock, I get an email from Christina. Do you know who Christina is? Anyone? Christina is our HR manager. You would not know that. So we get an email from Christina. Hey, Niraj, you're doing a good job. You ate healthy lunch. You're on track to lose your weight. And more importantly, you are doing your medication adherence for the last 1 week. So keep up the good work. Coming from HR, that means a lot. I'm personally scared of HR because going to HR office, you're about to get fired or hired. So a positive message from HR helps a lot. So around 4:30, as we are about to head out of office, we get an all-staff email from our CEO. And the email says, guys, we have won the WorkWell 2025 award from Worksite Wellness Council of Massachusetts. And guess what? Christina, you know Christina is? HR manager. She was invited to be a speaker, and when she spoke about our wellness program, she got a standing ovation. That was very powerful. So as I'm heading back home, again, I'm in my car, and my car buzzes, and I got a call from my son. My same son who went to college. Dad, you made the right choice. Thank you for not eating bacon in the morning. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the tux on my wedding day. And I go back home, eat my dinner, work out. My personal assistant is giving me guidance on how many calories I've burned so far. And I'm watching TV. Around 10 o'clock, my bedroom lights fade out. And soft music kicks in. Why? Time to go to sleep. Sam remembered I need to catch up on my sleep deficit. So this is one example of the future that I am dreaming of every day. You are encouraged to take it, modify it to fit your own needs. When I look at this painting of future, I see many elements in this painting that we are going to show off today. For example, this painting of future is giving me personalized, relevant, timely messages. It is encouraging me to change behavior. It is measuring my behavior change as well. It is giving me incentives to change my behavior. And most importantly, it has wrapped up my son, my family, Christina, and our CEO as wellness champions who are looking out for me. And this everything is put together in one bubble, and that bubble I call as the culture of health. So our promise to you today is in this conference, we are going to have you experience some elements of this painting of future. All the exhibitors that you're seeing, all the sponsors that you're seeing, we have hand-selected these exhibitors and sponsors. All the speakers you're going to hear today, we've hand-selected those speakers as well. Because each one of these stakeholders are playing a critical role in painting this future. No one person can do it all by themselves. And that's what we want you to experience today. But not just that, we want you to move around as well. And when we move around, we want you to participate in something called a trail map, where we want you to walk around, visit every exhibitor, take a stamp from them, and drop off this trail map paper in the bin before 2 o'clock. And we want to make sure there is a reward also, because we want to build a culture of health, and reward is very important. So there will be 3 raffle winners announced around 3:15. So we want you to experience these things. Last but not the least, throughout the day, that means in breakfast, beverages, and lunch, we are going to be doing nutritional scoring of every single food item on display. So you can make the right choices, the food that is good for you. So that's what we want you to experience today, and that's what we dreamt of when we were putting this conference together. With that as a background, I'm going to give it over to Christy so she can introduce the morning keynote speaker. Thank you.